Not three. Downside is that I'm too awake now.
Hmm. Okay. Nom 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 nom. Okay. I'm gonna click. I'm gonna click. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world of darkness, and welcome to Yawn Across New York, the sleepy venue. On today's scene, we're going to follow the adventure of a Pure Tribe, because Pure Tribe, something Pure Tribe. Uh, Katori, Katori will be. Meh, he's going to be at the Shrine of Bear, because fuck yeah, I made that shrine. Something, we start our scene. Whatever.
Okay. um, as he is doing whatever the fuck he's doing at the Shrine of Bear, there is a snow-eyed wolf with a bit of gray here and there in her fur. Um, and a lot of red on her muzzle, approaching the shrine and Katori. As she's close enough, she'll or Katori could probably see that she's holding like half of a rabbit in her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And as she notices that, Katori notices her, she will roll over, expose her throat.
Does she still have a rabbit in her mouth?
She still has the rabbit in her mouth, so it kind of flops along with her.
Does does it have pink? Where did you hunt it? Out of curiosity.
Northern Woods?
Okay, so it's not one of Lucas' rabbits.
Probably not.
Yeah, Katorias, he sees her. He's kind of wondering why didn't she drop rabbit? But yeah, he's going to come closer and he's going to nip at her neck.
She she turns back on her belly, and again the rabbit kind of makes the roll with her, and she's going to very carefully lay the rabbit in front of Katori, then take a step back.
He he's gonna he's going to look at her, look at the rabbit. You've hunted this yourself,
Yes.
so why are you giving me your kill?
To those in higher station. Also, a exchange for your stories the previous time.
Hmm. As he nods, as he's thinking, huh, so I see my famous teaching techniques is working. Because yeah, apparently every time Katori teaches something to someone, he gets repaid in food.
Lol. Not just food, it's her first kill.
But he's going to nod, and he's going to look at the shrine of there. Well, you've brought an offering, so he's going to go uh, near near the shrine, and he's going to start to eat a little bit of it, but he's leaving the the creature uh, half partially eaten on the at the feet of the totem pole. Good, as he places it with a lot of care. Yes, and he also there's also a jar of honey. Yes, the honey. This is why you have kinfolks. You ask them, bring me honey.
Lol.
Yes, and then he is going to turn, and he's actually going to look at her clothing because he had a conversation previously with King
She's a
Gun.
lupus.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, he's going to look at your, yeah, your fur because it's your clothing. But yeah, so he turns and goes. So, have you met other?
I have met many others. Which other do you refer to? Beskitipikut Kikinamagun Raya.
Well, all the others. But hmm, perhaps let's go with the shortest answer. Which one? Hmm, which one do you think are interesting? Before she answer, he goes, in a good way, not interesting in they are weird. They are just weird and they make me feel uncomfortable.
Hmm. The dead mother is good.
Mm. Yes, Coals of Fury is a very good packmate and then mother.
Stoneclaw is good.
Mm. She is good. However, beware of her jaws.
They're big.
She killed Clef during
I'm
a
not a clear.
challenge. As he laughs. That is true. Just, well, obviously, if one day she frenzies, stay as far away as you can.
Yes. Um. Hmm. Met with the other of Elder Brother's tribe.
Ah, yes, the one who comes from the island, away from Turtle Island.
He was talking to Fiona.
Hmm. As yeah, I'm going to throw a peony on that, but it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Even if I think it's hilarious, like you shouldn't talk to other people. Yeah, 2 successes. I think that yeah, that's that's the feeling.
Yeah, there was a little bit of disgust there. Would you talk to Fiona?
Mm. However, as he looks at her, but you have to speak to others also, don't you?
I can't avoid it here.
Ah, that's an interesting answer. So when you will be a Cleaf, will you still be able to avoid it?
I don't know. I don't know what my place is when I am a Cleath.
I'm going to give you a clue. It involves spirits.
I understand my place in the circle of the moon, but I am not sure if where Wendigo would want me, where I will be able to do what I have to do.
Hmm. As he thinks, well, there are many places where you could go. Many places where Wendigo would want you to go. The Wheel of a Totem is, even in Wendigo's case, can be mysterious. However, Wendigo territory is stretched far in the south, up to here. This used to be a Wendigo sept. Perhaps there is a reason why you are here.
She looks at the ground and scratches it with her paw. I am aware.
Hmm. Have you communed with the ancestor spirits of the sept?
No.
He's gonna squint his eyes, like you know that that very familiar squinting eye that she sees every time she looks in the mirror, that she practice every day. The the look of I'm judging you right now.
Judging stare. She
Yeah, Tori's
she
practicing.
realizes this. She realizes it's there. She realizes what it means. She scratches the ground a little further. I have never been taught to how to respectfully talk to spirits. I would prefer not to speak to them than speak to them with disrespect, born out of ignorance.
Born out of ignorance. Well, here's the secret: you can't really learn if you don't try. You are forged. We are all, even if Wendigo is forged in the harsh, cold winter, we are all formed in the fire of battle, in the fire of trials. If you wait for you to be fully ready, then how will you be able to make your own decisions? I know that obviously you're not going to try to talk to a totem just by yourself, but you're of Wendigo's brood. It is a shrine to the ancestors. I think that they would appreciate that one of their descendants would give an offering to their shrine. It doesn't necessarily involve talking, but paying respect to those who came before us.
My apologies.
He's actually going to shift into Hamid slowly.
And as she notices this, she will do so. And yes, the rags are probably dedicated to her.
And yeah, he looks her up and down. Now I understand the talk of closing.
Looks at the clothing. The rest of what I had burned with the car.
Mm.
There's nothing here that fits me.
He nods as he is thinking. Hmm. Would you have anything against clothes from the kin from the plains? I know your tribe is far north and does not share the same traditions as mine. But if you want something that would feel more traditional, I can arrange something.
How do clothing feel original? Traditional, sorry. Blah blah.
That is the description that Hamids from the tribe tell of the clothes that those born on Turtle Island wear. Not those, as uh, he points to some of the clothes that the kin folks are wearing as they pass by. You know, jeans, t-shirts.
She'll wrinkle her nose as she sees those.
Not those. Those are unfortunately necessary when you go into the city because the clothing that are tied to our kin tribes are seen as he makes a pause, out of place and attract a lot of attention.
And I will make sure I will not go into this city.
Huh. So you would stay on Sept forever? How would you do if you found that a worm comer had wronged some of our kin or would exploit them in wrong ways? Would you stay in the Sept because you feel more free here because of fake fur on your skin?
She's thinking of that because she realizes that that's actually rather silly.
Because yeah, that's kind of where the reasoning is going. Like, yeah, I'm not going to the
Yeah.
city. Well, what are you going to do if your kin is in danger? Are you going to go like, oh no, I don't want to go in the city. I don't want to wear a pair of jeans like her.
So she's thinking about it for a long while. She still does look
Mhm.
pretty much unhappy
Yeah,
when she
Katori, well,
finally pipes
she's
up. It's like,
well. What you were thinking, he starts to walk into a direction, waving for her to continue to think while they walk.
she will follow. And finally says, "Well, I guess sacrifices have to be made as long as I can get cleansed afterwards.
Mm.
I would feel dirty, like covering myself in shit. But I would wear it.
So you would feel like a hedgehog.
Those are your words, not mine. And if I have to feel like a hedgehog, I'd best be as prickly as them.
Oh, see, I'm not sure if the answer is if the answer means that she got his metaphor or not.
Probably not.
Because, well, actually, no, he's very literal. Because actually, it's a fact that apparently hedgehog covered himself in shit.
I am
Anyway,
not sure whether they would have had hedgehogs over where she was.
yeah, no,
So
not really.
she
would have-
probably wouldn't have known what a hedgehog is, except from like pictures or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and then somewhere weird, the only hedgehog that she saw was Sonic. Now she thinks that all hedgehogs are blue. But anyway, yeah, they arrive to Kotori's tree den, which she can see has a lot of natives pictograms made out of blood. There's a lot of scratch mark around the tree. There's some trophy hanging from the tree, like a pair of severed hands, which is now completely skeleton white, and mm, and yeah, they are actually there's actually a dreamcatcher hanging from one of the branch, and you know what dreamcatcher that is.
What was hanging from the branch?
A dreamcatcher. I'll
Oh,
let you think. I'll let you think about whose
oh,
dreamcatcher that is.
no. You're so mean. Uh, but yeah, she will look at the trophies. She won't say a word about it, but yeah.
Hey, it shouldn't feel that far away from home for Tlitahid.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's she's just looking over
Mhm.
at everything that's hanging there.
And he goes, "Wait for me here," as he starts to he gets back actually into Lupus and goes into the den
She
before
will sit down.
before he gets out with a little bag uh, made out of leather. All right. You know how to craft things.
Do I? Let's see.
Yes, you have it done in craft.
I even have 2 dots in it. So she will not. Yes.
What do you know how to craft? Because you have to take a specialty.
I know, and I don't think I did. Shame on me. So now I need to insta think up a specialty in craft. God damn it. Oh, you. Uh,
Would it be wood carving? Would it be, I don't know, metalworking, which I don't think it would be.
no. Actually
Bone
thinking about.
carving?
I'm actually thinking about pottery.
Mm.
Yeah, why not? She she thinks on this for a while, and then she's like, I used to make plates and pots out of clay, also figures.
Hmm. Very well. Uh, hmm. As he's thinking. Well, hmm, we will have then to work on something different for now. All right. As he's getting back into Hamid and he starts to walk, and he will guide her to a shrine. The shrine is made uh, is made of a lot of different parts. It has some wood carved figure among stone with branches and few a few bones are hanging around it, and she can see that they are different. Well, at least no. Right now it's empty. Very well. Why don't you, as he's thinking, I don't have clay for you, but why don't you, as he's going to hand over a little wooden plate, a wooden uh, staff, whatever, something, a plank, whatever, wood, a piece of wood. There you go. Why don't you try to carve something out of it?
She takes the wood, kind of lets her fingers and webs glide over it to feel its grain.
Hmm.
I don't have a knife.
You don't need a knife, as he is, you know, he's shape shifting his hand with a claw. How do you think I'm carving those? As he gets out, because yeah, he has his own style of crafting. Because he gets out from a little bag, a little figure carved out of bone.
And she looks at her hands, the webbing in between it. And she's thinking to herself, this is never going to work. She's not saying it.
Hmm.
Definitely not saying it.
I'm going to roll
Um,
a perception empathy.
and I'm going to roll my manipulation pure breed because subterfuge ain't a thing yet.
Oh my.
Wow. Oh, I was close, but no cigar.
Hmm. So
Yeah,
yeah, she's doubting.
she's doubting because the webbing in between her fingers, they give her less
Hmm.
dexterity and flexibility. So she can't like
Hmm.
turn the wood in every direction because sometimes it'll just be stuck in between the webbing. So
Hmm.
yeah, she's unsure, but she also seems like she does
Mm-hmm.
not want to say this,
Hmm.
and she will want to try.
Yeah, and he, he's looking at her, and he said, "I, I said try. I did not say make a perfect thing.
Oh boy. She looks up at him and is clearly annoyed for him guessing her thoughts. But she'll shape one of her hands in
Hmm.
to the Krina's claws. And she will
Yeah, I know.
she'll start to she starts to carve as well as she can.
Hmm. Yes.
Do you want me to make a roll for it?
Yes.
What do you want me to roll for it?
That would be Dexcraft.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. Technically, so you have only one style of craft. However, you could channel Ancestor. You
I
know,
could.
because Ancestor is an awesome thing.
Okay. That's just plain ancestors, right?
Yeah. Roll plain Ancestor since you have allied Ancestor, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That would be difficulty 6,
Okay.
and every success that you have will give you 1 dot in the discipline that you want.
Yay.
So you now have you basically concentrate yourself, and because of course being a perfectionist, you're thinking like, yeah, like I need
Mhm.
I need to show that damn lupus awesome afro that I can do that
Yeah.
stuff.
She was so proud when she was the first one
Mm,
to catch the rabbit. Now, what she does is before she starts, she
mm-hmm,
kind of glances over to Katori, then closes her eyes, kind of starts rocking back and forth as she is starting to hum and finally starting to sing some sort of a prayer in Inuktitut.
mm-hmm.
Um, as she is basically singing a hymn to her ancestors. And then, yeah, channels her ancestor spirits and gets 2 successes on that.
Yay! Stuff!
Yay, stuff! This is gonna be a
Stuff.
fun roll.
So yeah,
So Dex crafts
yes,
-1 for
mhm.
having to work with her hands.
You
Uh,
could spend the willpower.
+2, so it's a +1 in total. I guess I would have a higher difficulty because it's not
Uh,
my craft.
no, no, because that's the thing. That's the thing. At least the way I'm saying it, we're making it work like uh, like God damn it, um, like the instrument that this gave you basically crafting for wood carving.
Mm,
So basically, you have 2 dots in wood carving,
okay.
so you wouldn't have a higher diff.
Hmm.
Also, well, no, I'm not going to say it because that's something that Kotori could say after.
So it's not like a +1 on dice, but it's yeah. No, okay, I get it. That would mean that it would be yeah, it would be 5 dice. Would you be
And
spending
you
roll?
can, yeah, I mean,
Yeah. The problem is her
personally,
willpower is going down. But sure, yeah, she'll spend a willpower on it. She
I
doesn't
mean,
want to
how
make
much
something
willpower
bad.
do you have? How much
Uh,
power do you have left?
oh no, she has 4 left. So if she
Oh,
spends a
okay,
willpower,
okay, okay.
good thing she did.
So yeah, you're you're trying. It's yeah, obviously it is not perfect.
No, she has 1 success because of the willpower spent. Yay!
Mm.
So she is in her hand holding a well, when she's done, it's kind of a flat image of a fish.
Mm-hmm.
So what she will have is like a rough shape of it, and that'll be about it.
Mm-hmm.
After like I don't know how long this would have taken. Probably like half an hour or something.
Mm-hmm. He is going to look at the carving, then look back at her, more specifically her hand. So, as I said, it was a try. It seems, yes, I wanted to be sure of it, but mm, you're going to indeed have some difficulties to carve with your hand. So we are going to have to work on that, or trying to find a way to make it easier for you to make your own talents. As he makes a pause. However, I have a question.
She cocks her head and waits for the
As
question.
as he points, he points at you with the fish. Why didn't you change form?
What form would have been better then?
Hmm. He makes a pause as he flex his hands. Hamid mm, Hamid can be clumsy. Hands, even if they have those, as he shows the best key possible thumbs. They are useful, but sometimes, mm, sometimes it is strange and awkward to use hands. Sometimes you don't have a good grasp on things. You were born in Krynos. Krynos is your more natural form. You would have had an easier time working on this carving if you had chosen it form. Remember, you are many forms. Just because I took the Hamid one doesn't necessarily mean that you have to take it. Unless, of course, someone else tells you to take a form, then it's different.
Yes.
Gain all the advantages given to you by your birth. Being a menace in many tribes, in fact, in most tribes except the Children of Gaia and the Bonars, it is a difficult position. However, it doesn't mean that you can't do what others do. In fact, sometimes I've seen menace do better in certain fields. Do not feel constricted. You just as any other. You're a warrior of Gaia. What you do with your life, with your power, it is you who make the decision. You who can honor the totem of your tribe.
She is thinking on this for a long while. This is something new for her. It is true that I am a protector of Gaia, like all Wendigo, and like all Garou should be.
Mm-hmm.
But where others are here to not only be Gaia's protector, but can be more, I will only be a protector. And I will die as a protector and a warrior, where they can hopefully be more.
Define more.
The lupus and the homids, they can be, they are that makes sure that there will always be protectors, and that they are more. They create other Garou. I am a failure. I'm a failure of my father. I'm a failure of my mother. I'm a weakness. I am not weak when it comes to myself. But when you look at the whole of things, Gaia in its greatest form, with all its facets, I am a weakling.
Hmm. He takes a moment to think about what she's saying. Hmm. If I were to hurt you in human form, would you regenerate?
Yes.
If I were to hurt you in lupus, would you regenerate the wounds?
Yes.
If I were to hurt you in Krynos, would you regenerate?
Yes.
I can't regenerate when I am in my Brit form. You can take more damage than I can with all those forms. Yes, metas are born in the breach of the litany to say that you will not be a reminder of failures of your progenitors. A walking reminder of their shame would be a lie. But they made their choice. They paid. You are now yourself. Medes, even if they cannot bring life, even if they cannot breed to bring others, it does not mean that they cannot leave their mark into Gaia. Song have been songed about Medes. In the end, when you are recognized as a hero of a nation for your accomplishment, it makes no difference. Medes share a closer link to Gaia than Hamid do. If you think that some will look down upon you, perhaps they will. But to a lupus such as Smile in the Night, at least you're not a Hamid, views varies. Some treat their Medes as mere objects, abomination. Others do not really care. As long as you prove that you are a capable warrior, that you are worthy of the blood of your tribe, then you have proven that you are not a burden. I am not little brother, obviously, he says after making a small pause. I will not judge you upon the same standards as your elders would. Older brother views lies elsewhere. You're Theurge. You're the moon that talks beyond the veil. Talk to the spirits that protect us. The spirits with whom we share a link that no other can know about. As an Englukuk of your tribe, you will be the voice of wrath, the voice of Wendigo and his children. Prove that you are more than a menace. Think of yourself as more than a menace. Prove to others that you are not what they might think you were born. I will teach you. I will make you stronger. I will make you a more capable Theurge. Then you will be able to stand and face the trial of your tribe. And in that moment, it is not elders, tribe mates that will judge you. It will be the will of your totem, the will of Wendigo himself, who will lay your judgment. Until that moment, their opinion doesn't matter. Because, well, as you said it yourself, there are no other Wendigos here except you.
You speak like an older brother. Your words show great wisdom. I think a wisdom beyond that of most. Tell me not to be ashamed of who I am. There is no. I am not ashamed. I am what I am. I am aware of what I am. I know that I can help, and that is my task. It is my task to assist my tribe, my totem, my sept, and my pack. I will hopefully stand one day before the great Wendigo spirits. I will be recognized as part of my tribe. I can only hope to be strong enough for that time. I thank you, though, Keskitibi Kutkikinamagunraya, for your teachings. And I'm happy with all that you have to offer.
He nods. I am happy to have a student from the pure tribe to who I can share my knowledge. And he is going to hand back the wood carving to Tlatihin, as he will gather a few other wood piece of woods, as he will start the fire. You can choose to keep your wood carving or give it to the ancestors as a first offering. Or you can choose to assist me in this. You have many choices, and those choices are your own.
This is made as an offering to the ancestor spirits. I think if you make something with an intention, that speaks more than.
It's something that you brought on the internet. Shame on glasswalkers.
I am not saying this.
I know, but clearly that's what you're thinking.
I wasn't even thinking it. Bad, Damien.
Yes, I'm bad.
Something that comes from the heart and the mind
Mm.
is not always a masterpiece. Yet it is, because it comes from your heart and your mind. I will offer it, but I would also like to assist you, as any student would and should.
He he nods. He nods, and he is going to he's going to give some leaves uh, to Latte to burn within the fire. Will take strange uh, strange colors and have a very sweet smell to it. He will place his wood carving in front of the shrine, inviting her to place her own offering near his, and he is going to take out an object, which I will let you decide if she would be familiar with it, considering that yes, she's from Inuit origins, but since the Wendigo are a mix of a lot of First People, um, it's basically, yeah, it's a smoking pipe. He's getting out a smoking pipe.
Okay. Would she be familiar with this? We never really discussed this.
I mean, I
She
think that
probably is.
yeah, up to this point is really whether how much she was excluded from ceremony or not.
Well, she's still a crescent moon, so I
Mm,
guess she would have at least been allowed to sit in.
mm. And yeah, as he's preparing smoking pipe, he is also starting to, well, throat singing, which Latte can accompany him because I know you have thoughts in that. And yeah, as they sing together in not necessarily the same language, because Kotori speaks the language of the natives of the Southland, whereas the Latte sings in the tongue of the Northern First People. But their song are not that different towards the ancestors, the one who fell to the Sept, the one who gave their lives in their defense. And after probably 30 minutes of singing, they will uh, he will light the smoking pipe, taking a deep breath in it before passing it to Tlate.
She takes the pipe. She's never done this before. So uh, she will smoke as well. Probably starts coughing.
I mean, if you want to go full ham, you can make a will no, not a willpower, but a stamina test to see if you're going to cough or not.
Yes, but
Overloads.
I'm not behind my computer. Could you roll me?
Yes, I will give you. How much stamina do you have in Hamid?
I believe I only have 2.
Okay, you have a mighty two. Well, I mean, you don't cough because that's a 7 and a 6.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't go like.
She she takes like a really small sip from the pipe.
reasonable way